Hello everyone, my name is Capp, and welcome back to the channel. Another 7 Days to Die video. We're doing all this in Alpha 18, and this is experimental build B143, just in case something gets adjusted when they release a stable build. Today we're looking at one of the new things they added in Alpha 18, and that is shared experience with traps. This is something that hasn't been in the game ever before. Prior to, if one of your zombies walked over one of your traps, you got nothing for it. But now, they've changed it, so you actually get some experience for it. So first off, I'm just going to start off with a junk turret here, just kind of test this out and see how well this works out, and just kind of give this an idea of how much experience we get base. So we have Sylvia over here. So we'll go ahead and take her out. And we got 412 experience for this. Now, of course, based on different other stats and have, you may get different amounts of experience. We're just trying to get a baseline here. So now what I'll do is I'll spawn her back in, and we'll place the junk trap right here and let it do its thing on its own. Well, it's automated. Let it kill her and see if we get the same amount of XP or not. Okay. Alright, so whether it's being held or where this going off on its own, you get the same amount of XP for this particular kind of trap for the turret here. Now, one of the things I wanted to show you guys, if you didn't know this, is underneath the intellect skill tree down here under advanced engineering. When you get a little bit further into it, once you get to electrician, you'll see up at the description it says you gain 20% XP for electrical trap kills, inventor gives you 35, and advanced engineer gives you 50% from electrical trap kills. Now, electrical trap kills meaning the dart trap, the blade trap, and I believe the actual shock trap. So I wanted to see if there are any other traps that we have here besides these that will work out. So we're going to test a couple of the other kinds of traps that you have that have been in the game for a little while and see if you get any kind of shared experience for any of those. Alright, so first up what we have is the hubcap landmine here. This is a basic trap, been around for a long time. We're just going to see if by placing one that you actually crafted and put down here, if you get any kind of experience for it when she walks over it. Okay, so she is airborne, lost a leg, and you can see we get 0 XP for that. So, for landmine-based traps that you have, it's just the same as always. You're not going to get any additional XP from that at all. So, let's move on to the next one. Alright, so next up what we have is just the basic shotgun auto turret. Now, based on the description that we have underneath the advanced engineering, we get down to here, we should be getting 50% experience from electrical trap kills. So when we were getting 412 from just a regular kill, we should be able to get, what, 206? So what we're going to do is we have her just kind of chill out here, flip this bad boy on, and see if when it kills her, we got 206. You can see it down in the corner. So we did get the full 50%. Now, of course, if you have one of the lower level tiers, you'll get the appropriate percentage, but you can see that it does actually work out. Now we're going to get the same thing set up with an SMG turret and make sure it works the same too. Alright, so SMG is ready to go. Flip it on, let it do its thing, and there we go. That one went way faster than the shotgun turret. 206 XP for the kill, exactly like the perk says down here in the advanced engineering. We got 50%. Again, if you're using electrician, you're going to get a little bit less, inventor's a little bit less, but it looks like the percentages are working properly. Alright, the next one we're going to try out here is the dart trap to see if this one is considered an electrical trap or not. So we have Sylvia sitting over here. Dart traps are so hard to get perfectly lined up where you need to be because they only shoot out of the center hole there in the middle. And so if they're even just slightly off, it doesn't do anything. So we're just going to leave it on, see if it will eventually hit her enough times to kill her, and if so, if we will get the XP for it. We're just going to let it sit here every time she jumps up. There we go. Hey, there we got it. Turn that off so it's not making noise. 206 XP. So the dart trap is yet another of the electrical traps that does work. Alright, so now we got the blade trap set up here, and this is one of the other electrical traps we have here. We're going to fire this one up and let it just make mincemeat of her, and you can see we got the 206 experience for that kill as well. That leaves one more thing to test out here, and that's going to be the electric fence to see if we get that. And then we'll try some of the other traps that are in here to see if there's any XP with those at all, or if it is just in fact electrical traps only. Alright, and now we have the electrical fence set up here. She's kind of clipping right through the middle of it there, so we're going to let this one fire up here and see if it shocks the hell out of her long enough to kill her, which probably take a little while judging by how it's been in previous versions, and see if we get the exact same amount of experience as we did with the other electrical traps. And as far as I know, this is all the electrical trap that works. We have the two different turrets, we have the junk turret, we have the spinning blade trap, and we have the electrical line here. Hey, what you doing? Are you dead? No, you're not quite dead yet. Hey. Here, let's see if I can get you to jug of... There we go. Just had to get you to jug of war just a little bit. Come on, show me that XP. Oh, she's got the boogie. There we go. A little bit more. And there we have it. So she had to do a little bit extra dancing for us. But you can see we got the 206 XP, the 50% of the normal rate that you would get for a kill for the electrical trap. So it is working beautifully. Having that in there is fantastic. I'm glad that they have this in here now so that we can get credit for some of the traps that we have, especially for the electrical ones, because it takes so much effort and resources and time to be able to make. I get, throwing down a couple spike traps and have them jump over the top of that. That's not nearly as cool with getting XP because it's something you can do pretty early on. But with having the electrical traps getting XP on there, that is something that I know that I've personally wanted for a good little while, and I'm glad they've added it. Alright, so we'll give it a try here with just regular spike traps. We saw the landmines didn't work. What about if you do spend some time crafting these kinds of spikes? Let's see what happens if she eventually dies over the top of these. We'll give her ample opportunity to die on her own accord without us doing anything else with it, and see if she will run into this, die, and if we get any kind of shared XP for it. So come on over here. I know she's going to try and avoid it as much as possible, but there you go. Okay. So she died via the spike traps here, and we got 0 experience for it, just as I expected. So it's going to be electrical traps only is the only thing we're getting kind of experience for. So one more thing to test out. So one of the things that I want to test out lastly here is on how it does this shared experience. I'm pretty sure it counts just as the kill, but I want to double check that. So what I'm going to do is I got Sylvia sitting over here. I'm just going to do a little bit of damage to her just to get her down kind of low as possible without actually killing her. We'll do one more good hit so that we are the one doing the vast majority of the damage. She's down to 25 health. We took her down to 20% of her original health. Now I'm going to let her run into the blade trap we have here and see if she gets the kill, if we get the full experience, or if it changes it up, or if it's still just 50%, even though we did most of the damage ourselves. And there we have it. Okay. Oh, she took it in the knee, and she went down like a champ. Okay, so even if you do most of the damage, the experience is calculated based on what got the final kill, not how much damage you did versus another trap. So if you're wanting to get the full XP, you need to do most of the damage or be the last one to hit it. If a trap does most of the damage and you get the final kill, then you get all of the experience for it because you're the one that got the kill. It doesn't separate how much total experience you get based on how much damage you did. It's last shot counts, basically. So there we have it. Hopefully this was useful to you guys. I know this is a new feature in the game, and some people kind of questioned us how it works out as far as sharing experience. So, hopefully this was at least useful and informational. If there's something I forgot or got wrong, let me know in the comments, of course, and I'll update it in the video description or see if I can answer your question if I failed to miss it in the video, or if I failed to answer it in the video. And if you enjoyed the video, do me a favor and hit that like button down below. And if you're new here and you want to, consider subscribing to the channel so you don't miss out on future videos. Thank you guys so much for your time. You have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you later.